That's all good.
How's it going, buddy?
Yeah, sound all good, mate. You?
Yeah, not bad, man. It's been I'm a big fan, by the way.
Oh, no,
Massive fan. I saw you sitting. You were about 4 meters in front of me at York Hall last time when you were injured.
Okay.
Yeah. And I saw you letting people take pictures with your belt.
Yeah, that's
One of the things I wanted to say to you was 10 years ago, even 5 years ago, the level of like Cage Warriors competitors or LFA or whoever is literally up here now compared to down here. You know, you have to the experience. Like if you were in the UFC 5 years ago, some of amateurs in Cage Warriors seems like they would compete. There's so many. They really are.
I just got to put my dogs away. They're being a little walkers.
Yeah, no worries.
Right, I'm back. Just my dogs are little
good dogs.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I mean, even my coach Danny, he was the Cage Warriors world champion years ago, and he says amateurs now would be professional world champions back then. The amateurs of today would have smoked the world champions back then.
Yeah, I was gonna say because your striking is honestly when the first time I saw you was, I think, aimable.
Yeah,
that was the first time, and I was like, "This is like next level." Just because Steve put so much pressure on you, and the way you counter strike in that fight is ridiculous for someone with 4 fights at the time or 5 fights.
Yeah, do you know what? Like, I'm not just saying it. But you'll see it. I have not even showed 20% of how good I am in fights, and I promise you. And I know people are like, "What?" Until you now, it's all starting to come together. But when you see me the next time, I'm gonna have people like, "Oh shit!" Like, this guy's fucking crazy. Like, I know I get that sort of thing now, but it's split decisions now. I mean, the next time people are gonna be like, "Fucking hell!" Like, if I get to show actually what I can do in a fight, then I'm just gonna bewilder people. I'm telling you.
Do you think there's just a few asterisks because of the split decisions? Is that what it is? You just want to cement it going, no questions.
Yeah, look, I know what I can do to all these top guys. I know what I can do to UFC guys. I mean, I've trained with plenty of people that are really well renowned, and I've just chucking my dogs in their room. They're being little shits, but I've trained with plenty of people that I know how good of a level they are, and I've made it look easy, sort of thing. No names in particular, but yeah, I honestly think, I don't know. I just think I'm ready to be not even a big name out of the UK. I think I'm ready to be one of the best all-rounders to ever do it in MMA. I honestly think that's how I'll be remembered when I'm finished with the sport.
I say you can see you're well-rounded anyway. The grappling you showed in the first Hughes fight. Yeah. Do you think this Hughes fight then? Because this is obviously the main talking point. This is going to be. I've already got my ticket booked. I'm ready to go, so I'll be there. But do you think it's going to be completely different to that first fight then? It was kind of back and forth.
100% different. I honestly think that for the guys that are going to be there that don't sort of know about the first fight, and all they would have known is what people have told them, I think after the fight they're going to be like, "Fucking hell, I thought you said that was going to be a war." Like, that's how I think it's going to be. What? I thought you said these two were going to have a mad fight. What happened? That's how I think it's going to go.
Perfect. Yeah, so I was going to say, because Paul Hughes looked very good against Sharia. Even though he lost the first, I'd say, 2 rounds.
Yeah.
He came back. He looked great.
Yeah.
He had a lot of crowd on his side. Obviously, that crowd was like a football crowd in there, as you know. Yeah. I think you got the brunt of both sides at one point from beating them both. But so I think Paul's gone up a level. So you're saying you're up here now. You're not even near.
I'm not even. Yeah, we're not even on the same planet anymore.
I like it. Oh mate, I honestly can't wait for that fight. Who do you think is a tougher competitor then when you fought them, Sharia or Hughes? Because they were both similar fights in how they went down. Just obviously the length of them were different.
Yeah, I think Paul Hughes is the better fighter, but I think I definitely performed a lot better against Sharia than I did Hughes. And then again, the Sharia fight, I look back at it and think, shite, like I just did shit in it. It's all falling together now. Like, I think the year out give me. You got to think. I had the 3 fights back to back. I had the Steve Aimable, the Paul Hughes, the Morgan Sharia. They were all really fast fights one after the other. And you got to think, since I broke my hand, it'll be basically a year by the time the Paul Hughes #2 fight comes. And all I've been doing is just improving everything since then. Not cutting no weight, not having to have a certain fight in mind. I've just been able to just, right, this is what you do wrong, this is what you do good, make it all better, sort of thing. And I think my coaches, they've always pushed us, but I think, you know, realizing how close I am now to being in the UFC and to really make a stamp on MMA, I think it's really given them the kick up the arse. Like, I normally go off to gyms and spar, do you know what I mean? And it's normally me and my coach JB maybe will tag along sometimes. Whereas when I went to spar Nathaniel yesterday, I had my 2 head MMA coaches wanting to come as well, you know, and it was a 2.5 hour trip from where we were, and that was no problem for them. They said, yeah, we'll meet you there, don't worry about it. You know, they come, cornered me, we got video footage.
Brilliant.
In training, they're on me, I'm rolling. They're like, you've got to do this. I finished my rolling. Right, Jordan, this is what you need to start working on. And it's never been like that before. And having those new little tweaks to the game that they give me has just changed it, like, completely. Like, I've honestly done a 360 on my level. It's mad. Like, if I thought the Jordan Vucenic that fought Morgan Charrier, I would KO him first round.
Brilliant, man. I love that. Is that something you're working on as well? So I remember seeing an interview where you said you wanted to get a few KOs, because I know you got one in amateur, didn't you?
Yeah.
Is it a head kick?
Yeah. Honestly, like, people probably watch me fighting and they're like, yeah, he's not really got any power. Wait till I start hitting people now and we'll see. Like, I'm telling you, it's gonna come. I'm gonna have the death touch in both hands. When I start putting people, I'm gonna be putting them to sleep. And I don't mean TKO, I mean sleeping.
If you get a call up then, because no doubt with the defense here, you will. That is how it will work.
Yeah,
there's no doubt, especially because you're super marketable as well. These fights are selling out.
If the UFC don't come and take me after I knock out Paul Hughes, I'm retiring from MMA.
Yeah, I'll just tell that. Yeah. Do you, because you're a big featherweight, do you see in the future that you probably will move up a weight?
Well, when we went to Nathaniel's place yesterday, Brad Pickett looked at me and was like, "You're a lightweight. You are a lightweight." I says, "Yeah, but I make featherweight easy, so I'll keep making featherweight." He said, "But frame, stature, height, everything, you're a lightweight. You should be a lightweight." And I says, "No, I can make." I think they didn't realise how big I was going to be until I got there, and then they had a bit of a shock because I'm really tall for the weight class, but I'm also really big for the weight class.
Yeah.
I'm not tall and skinny. I'm tall and
you're
not
broad.
skinny, chunky. Yeah.
It's still the shoulders.
Yeah, that's it. That's where it all is. I'm telling you. But, like, you know, some fighters get absolutely shredded when you see them. Their abs are popping. I've never been like that, and I wish I was like that. That's why I got my belly tattooed, because, you know, it's a bit of a tactical thing. I never really I'd weigh in. I'd have kind of good abs. By the time fight comes around, I'd have no abs. So I just got them tattooed over. I thought, fuck it. I'm not even worrying about the abs no more. I'm just going to worry about the shoulders and arms. That will do me.
You thought all of that with tattoos, didn't you?
That's it, yeah. The only thing I've not hidden so much is my face.
I say, coming from someone who also has a lot of tattoos, it's like I'm keeping the face and the hands
like,
clean.
I'm ripped up underneath it. Underneath these, I'm ripped. I've got a six-pack under there, but you just can't see it.
I got a couple questions quick before I let you go, because I know you are in a rush then. But I've asked a few fellas this as well, and the first one I asked was Brad Wheeler. So I'm mates with Brad Wheeler, Cage Warriors, and it was all about oblique kicks.
Yeah,
there's a lot of talk going around the internet about they should be banned from MMA, and I've been asking a lot of non-professionals and professionals what you think. See, exactly, there you go. So I would say it's an 80-20 swing right now of people. I would
jump in, drop kick someone's knee if I had to.
I love it. So you don't mind it at all?
I don't mind it. Crap.
Perfect. No, okay, lovely. And what's the main thing from this fight people do you reckon can take away from you? Is it just going to be a bigger, better version of yourself?
Yeah. bigger, better, not even that so much. It's going to be a showing of what I can do in this fight. I think this fight's going to be where people go, like, fuck me. Like, yeah, we knew he was good, but it's like, that's how I want it to be. I mean, no doubt about it, Paul Hughes is going to be in the UFC. Star quality, talks a good game, fights. He's a great fighter. Tough, can take a punch, can give a punch, good grappling. This guy has just got star quality written all over him, but I'm going to be the guy that made him look like he ain't that good. That's just how it's going to be. I think our skill sets are both going to shine through, and mine is just going to shine twice as bright and twice as long as his.
Awesome. I do think you, Morgan, and Hughes all should have been in the UFC like already. Like, you guys are definitely that quality.
It's just unfortunate for them two that we're all in it at the same time, really, isn't it?
It's one of those things, isn't it? Yeah. But at different stages, as you say, if you win this fight, okay, I'll go with you. When you win this fight, how about that? Yeah, I got to sit on the fence. I'm not yourself. So, do you think? So you think Paul will be in the UFC eventually?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. So you could meet down the line again for a 3.
No disrespect to Morgan, but I don't think he will, because of the record that he's got. 16-8 is a pretty crazy record. I mean, he's got to get up to like 28-8. That's a sort of record that I would say, yeah, that's a UFC record. That's a long old way away, and especially not to do that in Cage Warriors. If he was going to fight on the local circuit, he could probably build that back up because he could pick and choose who he wants. But Cage Warriors is sort of signing to the devil, because it is the hardest fights you're going to get, but it's going to be the best exposure you're going to get. That's the thing with Cage Warriors, is if you say no to an opponent, they'll just tell you to fuck off, really. So you have to be ready to go against anybody, and you have to believe you're the best. If you're on Cage Warriors, you have to believe you're the best. Like, there was a guy at the training yesterday, Nick Bagley. He's in my weight class, and he was sort of straight away said to me, "How tall are you?" He was sizing himself up, and that's the sort of belief you have to have. I'm the world champion, and he's fucking trying to see who's taller. Of course, it was me taller than him. Do you know what I mean? That's the sort of belief you need, and I think some of these guys fall short with that. But then again, you get me, Paul, and Morgan, and they definitely don't fall short with it. They both believe they're the best, and that's why they do good things in the sport, and good things come to them.
Yeah, and you all have the fan base as well. I mean, you saw it in the last fight. It was literally like a football crowd, and then I'm sure in London as well, it's going to be a lot more people there to support you now that you're fighting as well.
I told Graham when I was out there, I said, "You think this atmosphere is good? You wait till I fight.
Yeah,
you wait till the atmosphere then, because Corby's only, just under 2 hours, or just under 2 hours away from London. So you're going to be expecting 1,000+ people from Corby just there, and there was only 600 at that Paul Hughes Morgan Sharia fight. So could you imagine when there's 3,000 people, when there's probably 2,000 English, 1,000 Irish, or 1,500 English, 1,500 Irish? That's going to be crazy.
It's mega, innit?
Yeah.
And the last thing I want to leave you on is, I just want to say you have the best nickname on any MMA fight.
Epidemic. There you go. A lot of people thought that I got that from Corona. Oh my god, Epidemic, because we're in an epidemic.
Oh, right. No, you got it tattooed there, haven't you? You got it on your arm.
I've got it tattooed on my bicep. I've just had my logo brung out.
Yeah, I saw that. It's quality.
Yeah, so that's just got the Epidemic on it. I've got a few. I've had my thumb tattooed. I had an Epidemic symbol on my thumb. So.
No, I love it. It's one of the best ones, man.
Yeah, no, thank you.
No, I do appreciate you coming on. That's awesome. Good luck on the fight as well. I will be there. I'll shout at you. If you got merch, I'll get merch.
Yeah, that's it. I'll bring something out.
Awesome, man. Well, you go sort your car out.
Yeah, no, perfect. Thank you for having me on, right?
Appreciate it, Jordan. Cheers, man.
Take care, bye.